Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dutch Bros podcast. We are the Dutch Brothers.
I wonder who looks more Dutch, me or you?
I think it's me. Do you think Drake and Josh would go to Dutch Bros together to try and work things out?
Wait, they're not getting along right now?
No, they're like mad beefing.
For real?
Yeah.
That's weird. I feel like maybe you've told me about that before, but I guess I just forgot.
All right. On 3, what's your favorite episode of Drake and Josh? 1, 2, 3, go.
Probably when the only one I can remember right now is when Meg's boyfriend is cheating and Josh goes, your boyfriend has been stepping out on you.
Stepping out?
It's like, that's right, I know my terminology.
Oh, that was legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary. And then when they go to like try and convince him to take her back, he's like, okay, I'll take your sister back, but give me your pants.
and your guitar. You know?
They don't even fit you. I'll grow into them.
Yeah, dude.
That
was
show
a funny show.
That show was great. I guess we should try this again. This is our second time recording this podcast because Daniel said something cancelable.
I didn't think it was at the time. I mean, it was like one of those things that you say, and then if you listen back, it's like, okay, yeah, it could probably be interpreted that way.
This podcast is rated G for gangster.
I think we could say it's rated G for something your grandparents could listen to and fall asleep to.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Did you ever have any kids growing up in like your school or in class who weren't allowed to watch PG movies?
I had heard of that being a thing, but I didn't. I don't think I ever met anybody. No.
We had that. We had a kid growing up in aftercare. No joke. Who he wasn't allowed to watch PG movies, and it was tough. It was always tough, dude, because it's like we only have so many choices at small Christian middle schools, like the Prince of Egypt or VeggieTales.
Right? Yeah.
And it would be like, when he was there, it would be like, I guess we're watching VeggieTales.
He can't. Yeah, he can't watch. He can't watch the Prince of Egypt because Moses kills the Egyptian guy. And they don't even show it. It's literally just him falling off a cliff, you know.
Yes. Like
you can't even watch The Lion King. I mean,
The Lion King.
Mufasa dies, bro.
Good movie.
Yeah, dude.
I was watching this video earlier.
I miss The Lion King. I haven't seen it forever.
The Lion King, in my opinion, is the best Disney movie. But if you put it up against pretty much any Pixar movie, I don't know if it's that great still.
My legs are up, yes. Oh, side note, I bought boots.
Yeah, well, Daniel bought boots.
I didn't buy them. I got them for Christmas. But
so you lied.
Well, my mom, here's the thing.
So you lied.
I guess, yeah. In by accident, I guess. But yeah. So I guess does this make me Nashville country now?
Dude,
I'll never be like, because I didn't grow up on a farm.
Here's what you got to do if you want to be Nashville country. You got to be a girl. You got to wear boots. You got to go and see boots, like a Luke Bryan.
Yeah, Luke Bryan, and you got to have the flannel cardigan.
Yeah.
Or the one that's like the cardigan, the jean shorts, the boots, and then the hat as well.
And then you got to go out on Broadway and you got to take pictures and be like, I remember there was this on the way back here one time. I was sitting next to these like clearly sorority girls who were here for like a bachelorette party.
Yeah.
I was just like, I can't do this right now. I can't.
Bro, it's like it's funny because like when you first moved to Nashville, you're like, oh, that's cool. There's like people come here, and then after 3 years of living here, you're like, oh my goodness, dude, get the freak out of my town.
You're just like, you're just like, we get it. You like to do what do you call them where you drink the beers and cycle on the thing, in downtown?
It's the I forget what, like a party bus.
Yeah, whatever those are. You're just like,
you have no clue.
you're just like, go back to your sorority.
Right? Yeah.
That's like the racist version of like not even go back to your country, go back to your sorority.
Man, I really wish these people would just go back to where they came from. You know,
They would
Like-
go back to USC and leave us alone.
Oh my gosh, dude,
Oh, okay.
that's
Um,
funny.
So we were talking about the other time. We were talking about real quick rom-coms.
Right? Yeah.
Have you ever seen a really good rom-com, Daniel?
What's funny is the one that you hate the most. Definitely, maybe. I actually kind of enjoyed it.
I think that movie is so bad, and I don't think any of the like Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds. He's clearly
He's great,
a
yeah.
talented actor. Elizabeth Banks.
So just be real clear. Why do you not like the movie?
I think the movie's dumb. I think
So-
the plot of the movie is stupid. I
Really?
think they're really I think like it's supposed to be this whole big mystery, but you can
Of like
kind
who's
of
the
tell
mother? Yeah.
who the mother is like the entire.
Really? You think
I
so?
think if you really pay attention, and spoiler alert, it's Isla Fisher. It's just I don't
You
find that
just
movie
gave it
funny.
away.
Yeah, I did just give it away because no one needs to watch that movie. I usually
Bro.
watch that movie on the first of the year every year
For
because
real?
if I start my year on that much of a down,
You
it can only
get
go
better.
yeah.
That's funny. Oh my gosh, dude.
And to be clear, you only like the movie.
I like that movie.
You only
though.
like the movie because there's like 4 very attractive females.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was part of the
Yes,
reason.
yes.
That was part of the reason, dude. Isla Fisher, bro. Like, it should be illegal to be that beautiful.
She's
She's
very good in Wedding Crashers.
Oh, really?
Dude, she's hilarious. Have you seen Wedding Crashers?
No, I haven't. That's the Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, right?
Vince Vaughn and
Um,
Owen Wilson is the great, like one of the best duos. Like they're just so funny together. And that movie,
Better than Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly.
yes,
Wow.
I don't like.
Do you like Wedding Crashers better than Step Brothers?
I don't like Step Brothers. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I said it.
Bro,
said-
Step
I
Brothers
said-
is hilarious.
It's not that funny.
Dude, you are wow.
Step Brothers has a
That's-
couple funny scenes, like the Sweet Child of Mine thing. That's hilarious.
I don't even remember that scene.
It's like in the beginning when they're like singing "Sweet Child of Mine" and he's like, "I can sing high like this." Ben Wyatt is in it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Where they're driving down the road. It's like, don't screw this up.
I
Bro,
paid
I'm gonna
it.
have to come in and save it.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it with the solo. He's like, I paid $500 a week for vocal lessons.
This is what I get. Bro, he is great, man.
Dude.
Do you really think you can take the Catalina wine mixer? Because, listen, bro, not everybody can take the Catalina wine mixer, man. This is serious, bro.
Yeah, I take Wedding Crashers over. If we're talking 2000s comedies, how did we get to this?
We started on rom-coms,
Oh yeah.
and I guess the com part is how we segued into this.
My favorite early 2000s comedy is probably Wedding Crashers.
Okay, interesting. I love Hot Rod.
Hot Rod.
Isla Fisher, bro, again.
Yeah, Isla Fisher.
Dude. Andy Samberg. I feel like that's the main for me when I think of Andy Samberg, I think of Hot Rod.
When I think of Andy Samberg, I think of
SNL, don't you?
no.
No?
Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping. The most underrated movie of the 2000s.
Never heard of it.
It's basically him. Really?
Yeah, never heard of it.
It's basically him doing a parody. Remember when Justin Bieber was like being a jerk all the time? In like the 2010s.
I guess.
Kind of went through. It's him doing a parody of Justin Bieber
Oh, really?
for like an hour and a half. And he, like in the trailer, like it opens up with him on the drums as a baby. And he'll be like, from the moment I was born, I knew I was dope.
Oh my gosh. What? Okay, so have you watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or how much of it have you watched?
I've watched episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
And I really like Andrew Samberg is great. I had a crush on a girl in high school who was obsessed with Andy Samberg.
Oh yeah.
Obsessed. But I didn't hate him. I still liked him. But I've never been a huge fan of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I like all
Yeah.
the actors. Terry Crews is great. Andy Samberg is great. But the show's never really done it for me.
I low key feel you on that. Because Terry Crews has been in some funnies. Bro, Terry Crews and Everybody Hates Chris. That show was.
That's 3 cents a light bulb. You just
Bro, and like when the Price is Right is on the TV and he's getting all of them right, the guy just looks at him. You know, it's like
that's 13 cents worth of salmon. You just like.
Oh my gosh, dude!
My favorite moment.
And his mom, the mom in that show is so funny.
Rochelle, whenever she'll be like,
gosh.
she quits a job and she'll be like, I do not need this. My man has 2 jobs.
My man has 2 jobs.
Bro, everybody hates Chris is so underappreciated, not underrated. Everyone,
Yeah.
I feel like everyone who watched it loves it, but
Dude, one of the specific lines that I remember from that movie is like one of the most like if it got released in a show nowadays, it would get canceled. So
which
quick.
one?
It's like when you know when Chris invites Greg over to his house.
Oh, when he'd be like, "You are so in there."
No. Oh no, that's when he kisses the girl though, right? It's the cute girl that Chris
Yeah.
has a crush on.
Tasha.
Tasha, yeah. No, that's funny. But I was no, it's when Greg's mom comes to pick him up from the neighborhood, and she's like there's all the black people are around, and she's like, let's get out of here before we get shot.
Oh my god.
I was like, bro, that would get canceled so hard in today's in today's climate. You know
I
what
mean, even some of the other stuff. I remember when she finds out that Julius was married. Like he got married for like a day and then he eloped. And Rochelle keeps going, is she white, Julius? I can't breathe. My children.
Oh my gosh.
That show was actually phenomenal.
Dude, I remember that was one of the first shows that I actually looked forward to watching whenever it came on. I was like, oh, Everybody Hates Chris is coming on. You know what I mean?
Oh, remember the teacher? She'd be like, Chris, I know this isn't like the jungles in Africa.
No, not like that, bro.
It was that. Yeah, that's definitely a show that couldn't.
It would not last in
Would
today's
not.
climate, social climate.
No, but a lot of shows
man.
were like that. What other shows are there from the 2000s that were really funny? Everybody Hates Chris.
What's the name of that actor that played Chris?
He's
Tyler somebody.
Tyler something. He's like a rapper now, and he does like
Yeah.
rom-coms. Again, rom-coms. Rom-coms this, rom-coms that. Everything's a rom-com. Life is a rom-com.
Is it? Wait, hold on. What did Shakespeare say about life?
Tragedy.
No, it's like a line in Hamlet, I think. It's like life is like a joke or something.
You know what?
I can't remember.
You know what line I like? I like the line when in Joker when Joaquin Phoenix is like, I used to think my life was a comedy or a tragedy. Now I know it's a comedy.
Oh yeah.
That movie, crazy.
Oh, so good, dude. Joaquin Phoenix, man, he's so good.
I walked out of that movie and I just had to sit in my car for like 30 minutes and just be like, yeah, life's rough, man.
Right, yeah, 100%.
Life's rough.
It was like a new Joker. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's not like I feel like that type of Joker is not one that all the people that love the comic books are gonna go and like, oh yeah, it was such a great movie. You know what I mean?
Well, it's the thing of like, I remember my friends asking me like, who was better, Heath or Joaquin? It's 2 different characters.
100%, yeah.
2 different characters. Heath was always in control to a sense.
Yeah.
Joaquin's Joker is just off his rocker and
Right,
just
yeah.
like, I don't know.
100%.
But yeah, we watched. When did we do this a lot? We watched all the Dark Knight movies and just watching Heath being like, I'm like a dog chasing cars.
Yeah.
Do I
I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I caught one.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan? That was me in high school.
I just did what I do best. I took your little plan and I turned it on itself.
They're the schemers. I don't think I plan from ages like 14 to 18. I don't think I made a single plan. Like, I think everything in my head was just like, I think it, I'm going to do it.
I feel like that's you currently.
No, I plan.
I mean, you plan more.
I plan more, but yeah, at like 14 through 18, it was just like, there are no consequences. I'm just gonna like,
literally,
like
led by impulses completely.
When I was 12.
Here's the thing, Andrew used to tell me all the time about how you would just show up in his studio.
That's just false. He tells that to everyone, and I would not just show up. I would text him, and he wouldn't read the text or something, I didn't just show up. He
just like walks in his studio and sees you sitting there, like, oh, hey, Mike.
No, he would say come through, and we wouldn't establish a time or something like that. I don't know. It was something that happened. But when I was 12, I was watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. There's this line.
Normally would.
There was this line in there about, speaking of my impulses, where it was like, a bender must let go of fear, and it was me and my buddy. And I went, he's right. I can't have fear if I'm going to be an airbender. So it was me and my friend in my parents' like kitchen watching this on the computer. So I go upstairs to my parents' bed, and I'm like, I cannot be afraid. I have to do a front flip off this bed. And I did it, and it hurt like crap.
Oh, no. Wait, did you land on your feet?
No, I landed on my butt.
Oh,
and my chin slammed into my chest.
Oh, no, dude.
But, that's the thing, man. When growing up, when they would say those things in Avatar, I'd believe it 100%.
Oh my god, that's hilarious, dude. That's like when when I was reading, because when I was in middle school, I got really into the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, and I because the way that Rick Riordan sort of weaved it into current reality, I was like, bro, what if this is legit, dude? You know what I mean? I've always loved swimming. What if I'm a son of Poseidon? You know?
Well, I still do that now, dude. In some ways, I still I could be an airbender. It's just I don't know it yet.
You could.
I just haven't unlocked my bending
Guys, what do you think? Let us know in the comments.
Right in the comments. Could Michael be an airbender?
Could Michael be an airbender?
I'm at least a waterbender. Which one would you pick?
What isn't there categories? Give me all the categories.
Earth, water, fire, air.
Earth, water, fire, and air. See, fire is one of those things. I feel like it's you don't necessarily have to be a firebender to be good with fire. You know, if I wanted to light an arrow on fire and shoot it at someone, it's that's cool.
No, you have to go with being a firebender.
You
have to go with being a firebender because you can bend lightning, you can bend fire, you can basically fly.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You're a firebender?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't, bro. I never watched The Last Airbender. So
why?
It's honest. It's just one of those shows I never got into. I don't know why.
One of the great shows of all time. No cap, as the kids would say.
No cap, bro.
One of the greatest shows I've ever seen.
No
Low
cap.
key, on cap, or on God. Bro, that's sus, man.
Bro, that is so. Bro, did you see the new girl? Low key, she mid though, bro. You know what I mean?
No, I think she was very beautiful. Did you ever see that meme? She's very beautiful to me.
No, I don't. Wait, what are you talking about?
The kid in the back of the bus, and they're for some reason, they're roasting him for a girl he likes. Oh. And he goes, she is very beautiful to me.
No, that sounds hilarious, though.
No, you want to talk about things that are mid. Half of the shows on Nickelodeon growing up. What was that one show?
What was the one that you always skip past? This, actually, before you start, this is a hot take. I was never a huge fan of the Fairly Odd Parents.
Who?
Yeah. That is
a hot take.
I would watch one or two episodes and I'd be like, I'm bored.
That show, dude, I'm not joking. I literally remember the day that show came out.
Really?
The exact, because I went to first grade and girl in my class that I was friends with.
Right.
And I went up to her and I went, "Did you see it?" She was like, "Yeah."
Yo, girl, I'm Cosmo. You want to be my Wanda?
No, it was not like that. We were friends. We were strictly platonic. She lived across the street, and she was like, "I saw it. Did you see it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I saw it." We were like, "That was awesome."
Yeah.
No, the Fairly Odd Parents was that was one of my favorites. We could do this one.
What about Jimmy Neutron? Do you like Jimmy Neutron?
Again, I remember the first day it came out.
I was a little bit more interested in Jimmy Neutron than Fairly Odd Parents, but I really didn't care that much about Jimmy Neutron either.
Jimmy Neutron has a lot of adult jokes.
Oh, really?
Like some very like.
That's interesting.
If you get it, you're like,
bro, they put that in there? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, let's go through this because I saw them do this. What tier would you rank certain shows? D, C, B, A, and then S is the best one.
S is the best one?
S is the best one.
Oh, because it stands for SpongeBob.
Because it's yeah.
Because nothing touches SpongeBob.
I always thought growing up, if we were put shows in categories, I thought shows like Rocket Power, they were like B ranked. They were good.
I don't even know what that is.
Rocket Power?
Yeah.
Really?
Never even heard of it.
No. Or like, but the show I never liked was, do you remember like, what is it, like the robot teenage girl one?
Robot teenage girl.
Secret robot teenage. Her name was Jenny. I remember that. And then I didn't love Danny Phantom.
Oh, really?
Never loved it.
I kind of. Oh no, I'm thinking of Ben 10. I liked Ben 10. That was the one I liked. Danny Phantom was kind of.
It was like all right. I'll watch it.
One show that I loved, Teen Titans, bro.
Teen Titans S ranked,
bro. Oh, you think it's up there with SpongeBob? I was gonna put it in A. Like one below SpongeBob.
I think Teen Titans was fire.
Bro, it was so good, man. And then they made the Teen Titans Go cartoon, and I was like, this is just like for real. It's not the show.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
They had some funny moments. I saw some funny clips where they were like very adult jokes, but it's just like the OG Teen Titans with Slade Wilson.
Oh, dude. There will never be anything like the original Teen Titans, bro.
I didn't really love that show as a kid, but I liked it as an adult.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was good as a kid.
Bro, I loved it as a kid, man.
I forget. Oh, I really liked the one because I remember they went into the future. Because like there was one episode where they went to the future because Starfire was like upset that they're not celebrating whatever big holiday she had from her home planet, and then in the future, Robin's like Nightwing.
Oh yeah.
And they're all old, and she has to pull the Titans together. And I remember there was another one, I don't know which episode this is, but it was one single scene where Slade's like, Robin, I can be your father. And then Robin just goes, I already have a father. And then just bats start flying out.
No, for real?
Yeah.
Bro, that is so lit, dude.
That was heat. I was like, this is.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's amazing. I need to go back and watch that, dude. Oh my gosh. That's so cool.
The other ones I really love, if we're going to, I had a lot. A tier, I really loved Ed, Edd n Eddy. That was probably A tier.
Ed, Edd n Eddy is another one that I never really got into as a kid.
It's probably because you were too smart.
You think so?
The show was so dumb. It was
That's
like
funny.
smart dumb though. It was like smart dumb.
Yeah.
I never loved Ben 10.
Really? I liked Ben. Well, I wasn't a super fan. I remember there were kids I was growing up with that were like so into it. But like for me, it was like whenever it came on, I'm like, okay, cool, I'll watch this.
I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, Hey Arnold, S tier.
Hey Arnold.
Football head.
That's. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I get it mixed up with the what's the show? That's a little kid show though. The one with the mouse, it's like
Mouse.
I forget it, man. Arthur.
Oh no, I never liked Arthur.
Yeah.
Never was about it. Wasn't a PBS kid.
I think as a kid, I mean, obviously when you're 5 years old, that's show hits, but yeah, I grew out of it pretty quickly. So, I'm trying to think. So Teen Titans S tier. So you're putting Teen Titans in S tier.
I'm putting Teen Titans in S tier.
Okay, SpongeBob in S tier.
Yep.
Ed, Edd n Eddy is A.
A for me. It's A.
Okay. Do you have any shows that you would go in the B category?
B category, something like Camp Lazlo.
Camp Laz. Oh, here's another one. Here's another shout. What's the one drama something?
Total Drama Island.
Total Drama Island.
That was stupid.
Where does that go? Where does that rank for you?
I hated that show as a kid. That show was so dumb. That show was adult.
Yeah.
That show was.
It was low key. Because I remember when I got older, I started to like it more.
They showed some things on that show, and I was like, I think other shows that were S tier. I'm trying to think. I mean, I was into all this stuff as a kid. Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, whatever. I didn't ever love Scooby-Doo.
Oh, really? Bro, Scooby-Doo was god tier for me, bro.
Really?
Love Scooby-Doo.
Did you watch like the What's New Scooby-Doo with like the What's New Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you.
I don't think so. I don't think I ever saw that.
It was like that. I did like the movies though. The Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh yeah, no,
those were
great.
heat.
Yes,
heat.
Dude. The one with Scrappy Doo where he gets the steroids.
No, not those stupid live action ones. I hated those.
Oh, you're not talking about the live action ones?
I'm talking about like when they. What is
Bro,
this?
I love the live action one.
Love.
I thought it was great.
You love it because of the chicks.
What can I say? I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man, Mike. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's bad.
He like. I think the director of that he did like some weird stuff. I forget who directed those movies.
Oh really?
They did like some. He did like he went on to produce some or direct some pretty big movies, but he started with Scooby-Doo. I think it was. But I remember the scene we would always talk about in high school because in the first Scooby-Doo movie, Shaggy meets the girl he likes on a plane, and he's like, "What's your name?" And she's like, "My name's Mary Jane," and he's like, "That's my favorite name."
Bro, I always felt like my sense of humor, like I related more to like Shaggy. Like I felt like I was Shaggy. More like
you're just scared of everything?
I was actually as a kid. I was a fraidy cat, dude.
Really?
I could not. Yeah, it was crazy. You know, I couldn't watch horror movies without like getting scared. Like almost until I was like 20. It was like when I was like 21 is finally when I was like, oh yeah, this is just a movie.
Senior year of high school or senior year of college, all of my friends made me watch horror movies with them. All the time. I just
don't get it. Why do you watch a movie just for the sole purpose of being scared?
See, I don't.
If there's a great plot, then that's one thing. You know what I mean?
I don't understand horror movies. I don't understand why people are scared because in my mind, they always broadcast the jump scare. Like the music starts playing and you know it's coming. And I think that's why A Quiet Place was so effective. 100%. Because in A Quiet Place, they don't start playing the music. It's just quiet, and then all of a sudden,
oh yeah, 100%.
Only time I've ever like jumped in a theater.
Right. Yeah. Quiet Place was top tier, bro.
Top tier. Emily Blunt, incredible.
John Krasinski, great actor.
Great.
Bro, did you see when he did Jack Reacher? Did you watch? I
didn't watch Jack Reacher.
You did or no?
No.
Neither did I. I heard people rave about it though.
One of my buddies was like, "That show was amazing." He's not even a TV watcher, but he was like, "That show."
Bro, what have you seen any of the new Reacher with the Alan Ritchson guy?
No.
Bro, I feel embarrassed for saying this, but I saw the one show he was in, Blue Mountain State.
Yes.
Bro, that show is like one of the most like morally questionable shows.
Oh, that show is heinous.
Ever been created.
That show is heinous.
It is heinous.
I've never watched it.
Do not watch Blue Mountain State.
I watched
please.
Clips of it like when I was in high school, and I'd be like, okay.
This is, bro. It is, yeah. It's terrible, but I have to say, Alan Ritchson's character, Thad. Oh my gosh, one of the most hysterical characters.
What a name, Thad. You know, I met a Thad the other day.
You did?
I did. Great guitar player.
Oh, really?
Fantastic. Great guitar player. Looked on his Instagram. Who is Daniel?
Mm-hmm.
Who is the best guitar player of the last year?
Of the last year?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, my favorite guitar player will always be John Mayer, but I don't know. Of the past year, I've still really been into like Journey, and like kind of like the weird, because Journey, Neil Sean is he plays licks that you can tell are played with like that. He has that bluesy like emotional feel to his licks, but he also blends like shredding with it. And so like it's weird. I feel like he's a mix of like the mix of his styles are like Jimi Hendrix, B.B. King, and then but like it's weird how he can shred in like major keys and stuff like that. And it's I don't know, it's weird. It's Journey is like oh, is that your camera? What is that?
No, that's a truck outside.
Oh, it's a truck.
Yeah.
There's a truck with squeaky brakes out there. Bro, that scared me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's weird. I feel like I'm still like fascinated by that style. So I guess for me, Neil Sean. But I don't like if you're talking about like the Instagram guitar players and the people that are like super big and like I guess the YouTube guitarist community.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not really caught up on that. Jacob Collier.
He's not really a guitar player.
Oh wait, he's a piano player, right?
Piano player, bass player. He can play it. I mean, I'm sure he can play guitar better than I ever could, but
I'll go Matteo Sasato.
good man.
Love Matteo Sasato.
Daniel, I think it's time for we play a segment called Would You Forgive That Girl?
Would I forgive that girl?
This is a new game I've been playing with people. So all you need to do...
This is just going to be like, we're just talking about Jada Pinkett, right?
No.
And the answer, if we're talking about anything Jada Pinkett...
the answer is no.
The answer is no.
No, okay. The way this game goes is I'm going to give you a scenario, and all you have to do is tell me, would you forgive that girl?
Okay. All right, go.
You ready? Daniel, you're dating a girl.
Okay.
She cheats on you 4 times in one night.
Don't forgive her.
But she has a good reason.
Like what?
She doesn't have to tell you.
Yeah, no forgiving.
Wow. Okay. Well, she had to save the world. It was the only way to save the world, and you wouldn't even forgive her for that. Daniel is off the podcast.
It's actually convenient because I have to pee.
This is now the Mike podcast, and so we'll be talking about the movie things that I'm into. So in terms of movies that I've been watching recently, I recently watched the Netflix romantic comedy Set It Up. And I'm going to be completely honest. Zoe Deutsch is a very good actress. Like, for some reason, whenever I watch a film with Zoe Deutsch, it's always elevated. But the film, I feel like I haven't seen her in a ton of movies that were that good in the first place. So I'd want to see her in something good. If I saw her in like a Marvel movie or a DC movie or something like very high scale, I would be very happy. I often wonder because I feel like sometimes actors with superhero movies, they're like, this may not be the best movie, but I get to be a superhero and it'll be fun. And I feel like the same thing they do with rom-coms, where a lot of the times I'll see actors who are like, oh my gosh, like this movie may not be that good, but I think it would be fun to be in a rom-com. It'll be fun. And that's what I think a lot of them do with like romantic comedies. But who am I to say? Who am I to say whether rom-coms are good or not? I don't think of the rom-coms that I've seen that are good, most of the rom-coms that I've seen that are really good aren't even necessarily rom-coms. They're just dramas per se, I guess. Like 500 Days of Summer, that's not a rom-com. I wouldn't call that a rom-com, or I don't really know what other ones I would be talking about that. Oh, Daniel's back after being canceled. We went back to talking about rom-coms. I think you secretly like them. I don't secretly like them. I was talking about how much I just like. Daniel,
really?
Have you ever invited a girl to watch a romantic comedy with you? Yes, you have, you simp.
There have been times where I've actually been in the mood to watch a rom-com. So, and a lot of times it does happen to be with a female. But I mean, here's the thing, dude. I told you earlier, rom-coms feel like comfort food to me.
They're McDonald's.
Okay.
The rom-com.
You know you go to McDonald's though late at night.
I don't. I haven't been to McDonald's. You know the last time I went to McDonald's?
When you're feeling weak.
You know the last time I went to McDonald's? October 2018.
Really?
It was the last time I had a burger at McDonald's.
I commend you, my friend.
I did go one more time because I had an apple pie once in 2019 after watching Endgame, and I was like, they changed the apple pie, and I wasn't just mad. Like, I grew up on the McDonald's apple pie, and I was actually legitimately like angry.
Wow. So you're saying that you getting angry is a rare thing. Genuinely angry.
I don't feel the emotion of anger.
You don't feel the emotion of anger?
I was watching Batman the Animated Series,
Yeah.
and when we did our Dark Knight marathon with one of my buddies in DC, shout out, and we watched the Harvey Dent episode, and they were talking. His psychologist was talking about why he's Harvey or why he's Two-Face, and he's like, the reason he's Two-Face is because when he was angry as a kid, he always felt evil, like he never could show his anger. So he developed another personality that could show the anger. This was in a kid's show.
Bro, that's crazy, dude.
That's in a kid's show.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how dense a lot of these shows are. One of the shows that like a lot of my friends in college were super into was Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Oh yes.
Like all the Star Wars nerds and everything.
Weirdly enough, for as nerdy as I am, I was never into the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I never got into them. But then again, I would not have considered myself a Star Wars nerd. I watched the original 6, and I've seen those multiple times. But really, the last one I ever saw was The Force Awakens, and I thought it was okay. But it's weird. I reached a point in my life where I didn't really, if I'm gonna watch Star Wars, I want to watch the original 6. I don't care about the continuation of the story and all this. And
did you watch Rogue One?
No, I heard that was great though. I heard it was like one of the best Star Wars movies ever.
So, here's what happened with Rogue One. So, senior year of college, I took physics.
Okay.
Because I had to. Everyone had to take 2 sciences. And
what was your other science?
Environmental.
Okay.
So, I'm taking physics. And the first exam of the year, this is all going to make sense with Rogue One. First exam of the year, I had 3 friends come up to me who were in the class, and they said, "Hey, Mike, we are anxious about this exam." I looked them in the eyes, and I said, "It's because you're all idiots. Like, this is physics. This is the easiest thing. Like, this is the easiest thing ever. Like, I understand this information. I had taken physics in high school. In high school, I got a B in physics, which a B for me is basically an A+ for anyone else." And I was like, I get this. This is so easy. I can't believe this stuff doesn't make sense to you. And even the night before I stayed up all night studying, I get to the test. I'm so confident. Afterwards, my friends come up to me. They go, "Mike, how'd you do?" I was like, "Bro, I aced that. Like, that was so easy." Maybe I got one wrong. There was one I was questioning.
Right. Yeah.
A week and a half later, teacher comes in. "So I have your test results." And I'm going to be honest, I don't know what happened, guys. Like, a lot of you clearly didn't prepare. And in my mind, I was just thinking, you're all a bunch of idiots. I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, you're all stupid. And so she passes back my friend's test, gets an 85. And she goes, the class average was a 50. And I'm like, you're all so stupid. I can't believe I'm in a class with all these idiots. My friend gets an 85, and he goes, I got an 85. I can't believe I got an 85. And I'm like, man, I probably got a 100. I probably raised the average by 20 points because you're all that stupid. Hands it back to my other friend, 75.
Not looking good for you.
and this is a class of like 40 people. So I'm like, I'm just sure that no one else studied or something like that.
Yeah.
Hands mine back. 30%.
Oh, that's good.
30%.
That's good stuff.
Next, then we get to our second exam.
Mike made a 30, y'all.
50%.
Oh, gosh. Hey, that was an improvement.
And so it got to the point in this physics class, because we would be doing physics lab. I remember I always felt worse when I would do this to a girl for some reason. We'd be in physics lab, and I would essentially look at my partner in physics lab, and I would go, "Hey, by the way, I'm not going to be helping you." And it's not because...
Bro, at least you told him.
Yeah.
I would just show up and in my labs in like biochemistry. By the way, I just want to give a huge shout out to these people that basically carried me through all my labs. Mariah Clyett. Well, she was formerly Mariah. What was her name before she married my buddy Brennan? I don't even remember. Mariah Moore. Mariah Clyett, formerly Moore. Hannah Garrell. Catherine Blades. I can't believe I forgot her name. I'm missing somebody. Thank you guys. You guys are a large part of the reason I have a degree in biology.
No,
which is useless. Well, sort of useless.
But yeah, I would go up to these people and I would say, "Hey, I'm not going to be doing any work today," and they'd be like, "What's the matter? Are you seriously? Are you just a freeloader? Like, why don't you just try?" And I would be like, "Listen, it's not that I don't want to. It's that I legitimately don't understand what's going on like a very basic level."
You didn't. You failed to understand everything so much that you thought you made a good grade.
Yeah.
That's a different level of not understanding.
Yes,
what's going
like
on,
I
bro.
legitimately when the teacher is talking, I legitimately don't know what's going on. And also, there was one chick that thought I was a freshman, and that offended me because I was a senior. But we got through 3 tests. I think my grade, my average on the exams was like a 40%. And we get to the final exam. And the final exam, I needed a 30 to pass the class.
Mm-hmm.
And all that was getting me through the study session was I knew that night we were going to be seeing Rogue One. I knew that if I just got through this one exam, if I just studied my butt off, I would be able to see Rogue One. So I studied my butt off. And it was also the day that Justin Bieber's Purpose came out, which is the first album that he did where he wasn't like a jerk, like trying to be a cool teenager.
Right,
and he actually did. So I was in the library and I was like, "Is it too late now?" And I'm like, wait, when did Justin Bieber start? Yeah. When did Justin Bieber start producing bops? No Bieber. Gotta study physics. I saw Rogue One. I thought it was good. Other people thought it was like the best movie they had ever seen. And I don't disagree with them. It's just I've only seen it once, and I don't really remember it because all I was thinking was I need to get 30 on this physics exam. And after Rogue One, I was just like decompressing. But one of my friends, God bless her heart, there's a point in the movie in Rogue One where Darth Vader has this line.
Hold on, you didn't tell me what you made on the final.
Oh, I passed the class.
What'd you make?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
So you made higher than a 30.
I made higher than 30. But I remember doing
Good
the
for you.
calculations like while I was studying and listening to Purpose. I was like, if I get like a 60, I might be able to get like a C- in this class. And then thinking to myself, screw that. There got to a point. There were certain classes in college where I tried. Like all of my communications classes I tried. But there were certain classes they would put me in, like physics, environmental, bio, where I straight up had no idea what was happening. Like for our physics class in college, part of it was my own fault. Because all I cared about was like watching Mayer and Gary Clark videos. But for our physics class in college, it was an 8 a.m. And I would set my alarm for 7:58.
Bro, that just reminds me of me, like when I had calculus at 8 a.m. I was on the top bunk.
Yeah.
I would sleep until 7:45. Remember, I went to a school where you had to wear a shirt and tie 4 days of the week. So that's like, for me, 7:45 was the equivalent of you 7:58, because I'm sure you probably just threw on some sweatpants and like freaking.
Oh no, I would every single morning, 7:58. Wake up, I would get out of bed. I would lose my glasses or my wallet. I would turn to my roommate and I'd be like, "Where'd you put my wallet?" He'd be like, "Mike, we do this every day. Let's not do this." I'd be like, "Where'd you put my wallet? You took it." He'd be like, "I didn't take your wallet." And I would just be like gassing him up just because I thought it was funny. And so then it would be like 8:03. I'd finally find my wallet. Wouldn't brush my teeth or shower or anything. I'd just like roll out. Just walk to class. Get there.
Man didn't even brush his teeth, bruh.
Just like roll out, go to class, walk in at like 8:07, and you just walk in loud and proud. You're just like, "What's up?"
Bro, so this is a crazy story, but
yeah.
So obviously I went to Welch College, so very, very small college, like smaller than most high schools. And So my freshman year was the first year that they ever had a teacher at the school that knew how to teach that was qualified to teach calculus. And at the time, I was planning on going into engineering, so it was important that I was able to take Cal 1 and Cal 2 in the first year. But so essentially, they had never offered Welch has never offered engineering ever. So I'm the first person to ever take calculus at Welch College.
Really?
Yeah, and the class is just me and the professor. Me and this guy named Stephen Beck. Shout out Stephen Beck. He's actually a very, very smart guy. A lot of respect for him. So it's literally just me and him. So in this class, there's no like sleeping and hoping that the teacher doesn't notice you, bro. So one night, I think the night before, I'd stayed up till like 2 a.m. Maybe I was writing a paper for another class or something. I'm sitting in here, and I'm like, just trying to stay awake.
Oh, no.
And I'm listening to him, and he asked me a question, and my eyes are open, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like this. And finally he goes, Daniel, are you sleeping? I'm sorry. Dude, most awkward moment of my life, bro. Well, not the most awkward, but one of the most awkward moments of my life.
Oh.
Bro, he was so pissed, bro. Oh my gosh. I felt so bad, dude.
I had a similar point in calc. I was a communications major. But I did take my GPA was maybe of our graduating class. I probably had one of the lower 10 GPAs. Like our graduating class of like 600. I'm sure I was in the bottom 10 or 15.
Wow.
But part of that was because I took harder classes. Like my freshman year, I took calc. Never had to take calc, but I took it.
Dang, bro. He said, "Send it, bro."
I was not a very mature 18-year-old.
Oh yeah, bro. Neither was I, dude.
Shocking. And so one of my buddies was in this class, and he sat on a different table. And while our teacher was talking, whenever he would turn his head, I would throw pieces of paper at my friend. And one time...
This guy was in college.
Yes, I was a grown adult man.
An adult male.
Throwing pieces of paper at my friends in the class. In college. I thought it was hilarious.
Honestly, that probably would have been something I would have tried at 18 years old.
And one day he looks, and he just goes... It wasn't even the look of I'm mad. It was just a look of you're adults. Like you're adults,
bro.
He's just. And I want to apologize to him afterwards. So awkward.
That's so funny, dude.
That's the type of stuff I used to pull in college. I invented this game called Hummel Ball, with my friend, and the way that Hummel Ball. It was that you could play it in our dorms, and the rules were that I invented was that if you walk into someone else's room, you can punch them as hard as you want, and as long as you leave the room, they're not allowed to punch you back.
This, bro, that is like to be fair. That sounds like the type of game, and this is. No disrespect to Sean Strickland, UFC middleweight champion, but that sounds like a game that he would make up.
No,
do you know who I'm talking about, Sean Strickland?
I think I do, yeah.
Bro, dude is, I mean, he's like low key. I feel like he's low key a smart guy, but he's just puts on an act.
Yeah. In
his press conferences, he says some of the dumbest crap in his press conferences I've ever heard.
I would have wanted to play Hummel Ball with him,
bro. He's actually he's a real fighter.
No, I was a real fighter.
He'd probably break your arm.
So I'd go into so basically what would happen is I would go into my friend's room, I would punch him in the shoulder, and I would scream Hummel Ball, and I'd run out, and he'd be like, "What the heck is the matter with you?" And he'd be like, "I'm gonna punch you," and I'd be like, "You can't do that. This is against the rules of Hummel Ball." And they'd be like, "I don't care about your stupid game.
Oh my god!
You can't just go in and punch people." I'm like, those are the rules, man.
Bro, that might be better than because when I was a freshman and sophomore, I was all about terrorizing people by like being naked in their rooms and stuff.
Yes.
I would just like, I would walk down the hall and just moon people and stuff. You know.
That was
So that's pretty dumb as well.
that was very much what it was like being in a college.
I mean,
guys
yeah,
dorm.
that's the guys' dorm, like being a freshman.
But
you know what I mean?
yeah, like freshman year, I was.
Could you imagine how much different it would have been had we went to public universities?
Oh yeah, it would have been completely different. But I just think there's something about like, I don't know if I'd say I grew up in college. I was still like an immature idiot when I was 21, but
Same, dude.
like
I feel like I'm still somewhat of an immature idiot.
dude, I feel like I'm an immature idiot all the time. But
Yeah.
like there was just something like when I was 17, it was like a different level of like, first thing that comes to your mind, you need to do it right now.
Right. There's no like stopgap. Right?
Yeah.
there's no like bottlenecking or like, you know what I mean? There's no self-editing mechanism.
No, you're just like, if I don't do this right now, like something's gonna happen.
I don't know if this is a good idea unless I do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I actually stop and think about it, then it automatically becomes a bad idea.
Yeah.
But it might be a good idea. So I just have to do it.
So you just do it right now.
Right now.
Dude.
No, thinking about it is the wrong. That shouldn't be the process by which you go about living your life, bro.
The amount of times I would just like.
Do you think winners think about what they
No,
do before they do it, bro?
Dude, it's because I saw Star Trek in 2009, and there's this line in Star Trek with Chris Pine, who is a great actor, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Where the
ladies love him too, bro.
ladies do love Chris Pine. Captain Pike goes up to Chris Pine's character and he goes,
Do you not know who Chris Pine's character in Star Trek is?
James T. Kirk. He goes up to James T. Kirk and he's like, you have that quality of you had the same quality of your father. You leap before looking, and that's something that Starfleet is desperately missing. And as like a 13-year-old boy, I'm like, me. He is talking to me.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I swear, I'm not even joking. I would watch like Star Trek at 13, and I literally think he was like they were speaking to me through the screen.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's funny. I just saw this come across this screen.
Yeah.
There's a Roku loading screen behind us. So
Yes.
It's kind of feeding me topics. So obviously we know who's going to be in the national championship.
Yes.
I'm just one football question.
Yes.
Washington versus Michigan. Who you going with?
My heart says Washington.
Okay.
My gut says Michigan.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're like, as a fan of the game, you want Washington. To win.
I don't want Michigan to win because my team is Penn State.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But I think J.J. McCarthy will come through for it. I think we should do a little wager.
A wager?
$50,000. And let's parlay.
We go in Michigan and McCarthy throws for 200 yards.
And then we should parlay if any guitar company drops a new guitar within the next 2 days on the planet. So let's parlay that and $50,000. Okay, fine.
Are we betting against each other here?
Yeah,
I thought we were
I don't want to
bet.
I don't want to bet anymore. Have you ever taken any big?
I don't have a lot of money.
Have you ever taken a big bet?
A big bet?
Like, were you a dare kid? Like, someone would dare you to do something, and you're like,
not very often, to be honest. Every now and then.
I feel like I was a dare kid.
Oh, you definitely strike me as that type of person.
Like, if someone like dared me to do something, like, if someone says you should do this, I'd be like, absolutely not. That's the stupidest thing. What are you, chicken? I dare you. Okay. All right. Well, first of all,
like, just the amount of pressure you have to do to get Mike to do something is so little.
Oh,
you know?
Oh yeah. If you just dared me to do it,
it's like if you go outside and try to dig a hole, you expect you're gonna be there for a while. Not with Mike, you know.
Like, you dare me to dig that hole?
Oh my gosh, bro.
We used to. What do we? I don't remember what they used to dare us to. Oh no, my friend. Okay, so this is a story. My friend Ali.
Okay, I have something to say after this.
There were many Alis in my high school, so.
Ali?
It could be
Like
any.
Muhammad Ali?
So there's this girl in my high school,
Okay.
this young lady, and we used to have these things called town meetings. They were like assemblies, and in every town meeting, like the girls would walk up and they would be like, we have student announcements now, and the girls would walk up and they'd be like, so Friday we have our volleyball game, and everyone should be there.
Right.
Thank you, bye. And then
And that
the
was it.
basketball dudes would come up and was like, yo, on Friday we'll be playing in DC, so make sure to come to the game and support. You should all come. And then so I never said anything. This girl, she says to me, Michael, senior year, and my prom date had bailed on me, but that's another story for another day. It was a very good story. That's literally one of the best stories I have. My prom date bailed on me, and I didn't have a prom date. She goes, I bet you won't go up in town meeting. Say I have an announcement. If any girls would like to go to prom with me, please meet under the flagpole. And so I was like, you dare me? She's like, I'll give you $5. I'm like, let's go. So me and my friend Ali, we walked down. So they were like, does anyone have any student announcements? And me and my friend Ali, we walked down in front of 500 people. Ali takes the mic. He goes, Michael Cole, the black man has an announcement. And I go, if any girls would like to go to prom with me, please meet under the flag after town meeting. And I got a standing ovation.
Wait, you did?
Yeah.
No way, bro.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Guess how many girls came?
Oh, man.
It rhymes with hero.
Wait, guess how many girls? What?
Guess how many girls came?
Oh, it rhymes with hero?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Tyler Hero.
Tyler
player.
Hero, the basketball player. Yep.
Okay.
But what were you gonna say?
Oh, yeah, I just saw a little alien ship, and I thought, when do you think aliens are coming to Earth?
I'm not an aliens guy.
You're not an aliens guy?
No.
Okay, I guess that is swing and a miss for conversation topic.
Not an aliens guy. Not an aliens movie. I don't really like movies about aliens either.
Oh, so you don't like the Tom Cruise?
What's
What's it called?
What is that movie? I know the one where they defeat the aliens with the germs.
Tomorrow We Live.
No,
it's. I know there's a Tom Cruise movie that I actually saw when it was with Emily Blunt. I guess when they.
That was Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah.
That movie's awesome.
Yeah, great movie.
That movie's amazing. Emily Blunt is a phenomenal actress.
Bro, you ain't got nothing to say about Tom Cruise, bro.
Tom Cruise is very good too, but I just think Emily Blunt is my favorite actress.
The disrespect, bro.
Tom Cruise is amazing. Don't get me wrong.
Top Gun, Mission Impossible.
Mission Improbable, if you ask me.
Bro, get out of here, dude.
I like Emily Blunt.
Thank you guys for watching. That's
Actually, I don't even know how long we've been going, but I do have.
Let's make this the last story because
okay.
I'm getting kind of hungry.
Okay. My last thing I'm gonna say is actually, what day is it? Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, yeah.
All right, we need to go all you can eat buns.
Buns.
Yeah, because remember last time we went, we tried to get
you're talking about that? The little Japanese place.
Yeah.
What's it called?
We have time. Yeah. Okay. We'll figure it out in a second. Last story. My senior year of high school. My junior year of high school, I went to prom with a girl. She was wonderful. And my senior year of high school, there's a story behind that, but that's for a later day. My senior year of high school, she rejected me. She rejected the crap out of me, so I had no one to go with. So we were at a track meet, and also, I'm not gonna name drop, but actually, I
think you told me about this girl that you're about to mention.
Yeah, I am gonna name drop. Malia Obama was there.
Oh, that's what's up, dude.
And so, she was off in a corner, and I don't care about her. But there was this girl running the mile, and I saw her. She was the most beautiful girl I've ever seen, and I started yelling at her. So every time she would cross, I'd be like, "I love you. Keep going, wifey." And then I started telling all my friends there that dude, I met my wife today.
Right.
Met my wife today. They were like, Mike, are you gonna do the homework for math? And I'd be like, can't. Have to figure out a way to be a provider from being the wife. And then she was walking away with her dad. One of my friends yells, my boy Mike wants to ask you to prom. So I start booking in the other direction. And my friends drag me back physically. They physically drag me back. And they're like, she's going to say yes, you idiot. And so I asked her and she said yes. And then a week before prom,
I'm going to be in France. He's already told me this story before. Sorry to spoil it for you guys.
Yeah.
Tough, man.
Love my life. I ran into her 2 years later.
Yeah.
Because none of my friends believed she was real.
Was she still as beautiful then as...
She is beautiful as the day I married her. I hate it when dudes in movies do that.
Right.
And they look at their
She's
wife.
just as beautiful as the day I married her. She's like 60, bro.
Yeah, she's just as beautiful as the day I married her. I'm like, stop it. The other thing.
Well, I mean,
Daniel has more experience. Yeah. You know what's weird to me? Because I know dudes who do this. Who like start dating a chick. They'll go up to her mom like the first time they meet her, and they'll be like, "You're her mother? I would have thought you were her sister."
No.
That's corny to me.
That's smooth as freak, bro.
That's corny.
I think that's smooth.
That's
bro.
so corny. But
yeah, it's the corniness that they like, though.
I don't care. I hate corniness.
Girls, if there's any ladies watching this,
I hate.
Tell me how much you like cheese in like
in like a
in a guy, like corniness. You know what I mean?
I'm sure it'll be high. But I just the last thing I will say is that Iron Man 1 is a perfect movie. Do you have anything left to say?
I agree with you.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching the Dutch Bros podcast.
So we were the Film Bros. Now we're the Dutch Bros.
Now we're the Dutch Bros.
And the next episode will be Film Dutch.
Dutch filmmaking.
Dutch filmmaking.
You have a great evening.
Yes. And we gotta have our thing. What's gonna be our thing that we say?
This video. By the way, if you want to support this podcast, go to Walmart. No.
If you want to support this podcast, I'm going to put my Venmo in the description.
Daniel will put his Venmo in the description.
And you can send me money.
Daniel has a daughter he's trying to provide for.
I do.
She's 13 and she's already she's 13 and she's trying to make the field hockey national team, and he cannot currently afford to buy the pucks.
Yeah.